Hi, I've been waiting for you. Today is a special day. I have a message to share, something that will be, I'm sure, fantastic. My name is Megan, but you will know me by my business name, which is Mistress Meg's Magic, Triple M, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I am a completely open witch. I have been practicing witchcraft for many years and doing tarot for, as again, many years. So, yeah, just introducing myself to you. So, today we're going to do a 3-card draw. The first one to represent the situation you're in at the moment. The second one to kind of expound on that and to kind of get a feel for what's happening. And the third is going to be, hopefully, will give us a nice clear understanding of what to do next, how to navigate those waters if there's need to do so. Okay, so I am using my very, very sweet, I love this one. It's one of my favorite tarot cards by Deborah Blake. It's called Everyday Witch. It's just got a real mystical feel to it. It's marvelous. I love it. So here we go. Here are the cards. Just going to give them a quick knock just to clear their energy. And now, a good shuffle. I feel like there is a reason I've been having to do this. I haven't been able to reach enough people and actually give them the messages that they need. So I hope that you'll join me on my OnlyFans site after you've had my message so that we can, continue to talk to one another and I can help you as much as I can. All right, here we go. So, first card. Here we go. We have got the 5 of Cups. Now, sorry, I'll try and hold that nice and tidy for you. So what we can see here is a young witch sitting on the seashore. She looks about to burst into tears if she's not already crying already. There are 3 glasses or 3 chalices that are tipped over and spilling into the ocean. Away from her, away from her reality. This represents grief and loss. Perhaps in your day-to-day life, you have recently been experiencing a grief inside you, a feeling of rawness, a feeling of being overwhelmed with sadness. If you look at the rest of the picture, you can see that there are some balloons hanging. There's also her familiar, which is wonderful, but the more important part that I see there is that there are still 2 glasses sitting on the table that is prepared with the banquet. Obviously, this was going to be a good thing, but has turned sour. The 2 on the table, I have a feeling they're going to come into play somehow. So let's keep that in mind as we go for our next card. Okay. This one might be tough because it may feel like you are being targeted. Okay? It is the 10 of Pentacles. So usually this card would represent building a legacy, building on that future that you were hoping for. Because the card itself revolves around family and those that you love dearly. I'm guessing, and I'm not guessing, but I'm intuitively feeling that there has either been a death or perhaps a betrayal, and therefore the death of the relationship in play here. Usually the Pentacles is a wonderful card to get. It's usually quite good luck and all that good stuff, but in this instance, after pulling the not the 8, what do we got here? The 5 of Cups. It's making me wonder if maybe this is a personal, really it's not like a job or anything else. It's people who mean something to you, and that's what that card represents. Last card. Speaking of 8. The 8 of Swords. Now this is a very dramatic looking card, isn't it? Here we see the young witch is bound by her hands. She is blindfolded. And she's surrounded by the 8 swords, which are caging her in. It's a pretty poignant card, isn't it? She's separated from the tools of her trade, being her broomstick and her hat. And she looks as if she has hit rock bottom, that there is no further to go, and that this is it. And she feels helpless. Absolutely helpless. Traditionally, though, the 8 of Swords is meant to be a card of swift action. It's meant to be a card of change. If you look closely, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little bluebird sitting on top of that sword. That sword is sitting behind her. She can't see it, not only because she's blindfolded, but because it's behind her. Typically, bluebirds represent hope. Hope for the future, hope for happiness, all of those good things. My feeling is, I've got two ideas on this card. Remember that first card? I have a feeling that this is where it comes into play. There are 2 remaining cups, but this witch doesn't see them because she's so focused on her grief, she is blinded to them. I believe that there are people in your life who are missing you and loving you, but right now your sadness is completely overwhelming. It has taken over your life and you can't see anything ahead of you because all you can do is look at what has gone on, what has happened, whether it be a relationship breakup, whether it be a death in the family. There are people who still need you. You are important to them and they are important to you, even if it doesn't feel that way yet. Okay? On the flip side, with this one, and being swift action needed, if it were your own actions that caused a rift in the family, perhaps that little bluebird of hope requires a swift and decisive change. I'm thinking in that instance that if you can make that change that you know deep inside that you need to do in order to save the relationship, or alternatively, to move on from the relationship and regain your own happiness, that change is sitting there. It's right there. It's so close. It's so close. If you just turn around and take a look at it, it's right there waiting for you to pick up on it and make a change. That change is going to rock your world, and it's going to change your world, and it's going to make it better. Bring back the legacy, the thing that you want the most in this world relies on the change you need to make. Okay, I hope that's helped you. My OnlyFans, I'm going to be doing, I will be able to do private tarot card readings for people, which will be lovely. And I'll try and do one once a week, just for a generic, basic approach to help people, navigate through the world of, this topsy-turvy world that we live in, just to make it happen. And that's it. Kia ora. Love you, and I'll see you soon.